Alright guys, so welcome back to Elevating Traders, and today we're going to discuss how to quickly optimize your trading strategy. So when you head over to elevatingtraders.com, you can log in with your email or any Solana wallet. If you do have a wallet, you can simply click select wallet in the top right corner, or of course if you want to use your email, add your email there, get a code, and then re-enter the code to get into the platform. So once you've logged onto the platform, what you want to do is click Explore Validate in the Validate tab, and then click backtest. Now this will take you to our backtest tool, and this will allow us to quickly backtest ideas, quickly see where we're leaking opportunities, what can we optimize, indicators, time frames, settings within that indicator to really make sure we're optimized for the markets we're trading. So one market I've been experimenting with is Bitcoin and EMA crossovers, because Bitcoin is a market which can be very explosive and have really exponential momentum breakout opportunities, and I'm looking at which crossover on which time frame is going to give me the most advantage when trading Bitcoin. Now this is currently set already at Bitcoin, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click EMA crossover in the strategy tab, and then this sets the backtest tool to go and backtest EMA crossover opportunities. I'm going to set this to, let's say, 5 period moving average, and I'm going to set this to a 10. Now we can take a look at some other examples with some other EMAs, but I'm just going to use the 5 and 10 for now. Now I'm going to set this to 3000, so give me the most data to backtest this opportunity. I'm going to set the risk and exit to balance 2 ATR with 3 RR targets. That means that the stop loss is going to be 2 ATR and the take profit is going to be 3 times that. And now I'm going to click run backtest. Well, I'm going to actually set the time frame. So I've been looking at the 50-minute chart, and results haven't been particularly great. Looking at the 50-minute chart, we can see minus 59% overall, 16% win rate. Got the max drawdown. We can see the positions listed there. In fact, we can get rid of the MACD and RSI. And these are some of the opportunities the market has, that the AI has been taking. We can see the equity curve and all positions there, all 250 trades is back tested. So overall, we can see not too profitable, not too well, but I've been looking at the daily time frame and it has a complete different picture. Running the back test on this, you can see 98.73%, better win rate. Max drawdown is still quite hefty, so we can still manage that, but you can even manage that just with your risk per trade. But altogether, the most important thing for me is the equity curve. The previous equity curve was pointing down. This one slightly more flat, but overall there is a slight drift upwards, which is the important thing. And you can see there just the difference between the time frame made a whole difference to the outcome of the trade, outcome of the strategy. And it makes sense because on the bigger time frame, you have less noise. You do have periods of consolidation, which you want to be careful of, but you get those bigger breakouts and you'll stay in the trade longer. Intraday, you get more choppiness, especially in those long period of consolidation. You can get chopped down for weeks, months potentially before the move starts. So it makes sense that the daily time frame is more profitable with this EMA crossover. Now I'm going to experiment with, let's say, let's go 15 and 30, a lot more loose, a lot more longer term, and we'll see what type of results we get with these EMAs as well. So not only we're looking at the time frame to optimize, we're also optimizing the settings of our EMAs. Okay, you see this slightly more profitable, better win rate, max drawdown slightly improved, total return improved as well. Again, you have the position history, equity curve, probably looking very, very similar. Has that initial push, a lot of consolidation, and then slight drift towards the end. But again, you have all the trades there to go through. Not as many trades this time, you have 68, but still a very interesting back test. Now, if we take a look at, let's say you experiment a lot with Bollinger Band breakout, which I think again is a good approach to a market like Bitcoin. When we do get the breakouts again, we tend to fly. So again, looking at the time frame, let's say we keep the settings as they are. Let's look at, again, an intraday time frame. Let's say the 30-minute. Let's set our risk exits a bit more aggressive, 2 ATR, 4 ATR TP. So this is a more of a 1 to 2. And you can see here 30% down there, 24% win rate, 30 max drawdown, a lot of losses there. Not anything too rewarding. But let's say if we change that to a daily chart, we can see running the back test. Again, you can see very, very quick, much better return there, better win rate, 50% there as well. drawdown there as well. And of course, you got the full history of trades. So you can see just optimizing the time frame gives you so much information of how best to deploy that indicator, that strategy, because different time frames are going to give you different conditions. Sometimes we're a bit more choppier intraday, and sometimes we're a bit cleaner, higher time frame. And especially for a Bollinger Band, especially for EMA crossovers on Bitcoin, this could be very different if we do this on Euro, for example. In fact, we can do this on Euro, which is a more of a choppy market, which not really a market which you want to be looking at breakouts so often. If we do this on Euro USD, we can see the outcome minus 27%. So again, it shows you which market you should be looking to trade that particular strategy. We can see that for a breakout opportunity, makes a bit more sense to be trading, well, I say a lot more sense to be trading Bitcoin than Euro. We can see the time frames higher, more rewarding than lower time frames. And through this, you can experiment different ideas. And the main advantage is that it's quick and repeatable. Backtesting manually will take a lot of time, and there's still some purpose backtesting manually. But if you want to test an idea, especially settings on the indicator or time frames or markets, great way to speed up the process and go through a wide range of ideas. So if you guys found this video useful, make sure you check it out, elevatingtraders.com. Link in the description. If you do have any questions, anything you want to see from the platform, or just general want to discuss something, let me know, comment down below, or you can contact us on Telegram or even Discord as well. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. See you in the next one.